Over the last few years, dynamic simulation has become a key part of overhead line equipment design. We've become reliant upon external suppliers to do this work for us. We've developed PantaCat to enable all overhead line engineers within Network Rail to do their own dynamic simulation of overhead line equipment. All vehicles that use overhead line system as their primary source of power are fitted with a pantograph, and the pantograph is essential for the transfer of electricity from the overhead line system to a vehicle. Dynamic simulation gives us an indication of what the forces in the system are between the pantograph and the contact wire. Having correct force levels enable us to optimise the performance of a system. Poor performance of a system eventually can degrade the overhead line or the pantograph, which eventually in the long term costs us more money.
If you make any system level changes to basic design, so sort of wire tensions, span lengths, things like that, it's in our standards that you have to model that change using dynamic simulation and then sort of reinforce that with test data.
PantaCat started to be developed around 2008, where between two European projects we noticed the necessity to find a dynamic analysis tool. We saw an opportunity with Network Rail to collaborate and supply our software to Network Rail engineers.
So PantaCat was initially a very spreadsheet-heavy software, and we needed to make it more user-friendly and more universally available. So we made a desktop app so that everyone can use in Network Rail.
PantaCat RNR is a customized version specially built for Network Rail. The main structure of PantaCat RNR is built upon 4 modules: a pantograph module, a OLE module where you can build the models that you want to do simulations, and then a simulation model and a results analysis model.
You can test all sorts of OLE systems that you have. You can change wire tensions, you can change wire gradients, you can change a lot of components and properties and everything else, and even with the pantograph itself.
The software is very well laid out. It requires a lot of data input, but the way it's set out is it's very clear on what data you require and where that comes from. It's set out in modules, so the process leads through nicely, and it's very easy to use.
PantaCat RNR was built in a structural, modular way, where you can easily add new features. And we hope to continue this collaboration with Network Rail engineers, where when they see any new need for a specific function, we can easily add to it to enhance the software.
The main benefit to having PantaCat NR as an internal resource is we're able to move a lot quicker because you don't have to go through sort of a tendering process, don't have to set up contracts. As soon as a project that requires this software, once the project's ready to go, we can immediately get started on it.
Having our own simulation tool should enable us to model more of our network, which enable us to optimise more of the system. And we're not just doing the bare minimum, we can now do more to optimise our system in general.